Okay, so there's a big problem going on in the equipment leasing industry, and that problem is the rates, because you'll shop for equipment and nobody wants to tell you what the rates really are. And the reason for that is they know that you're going to compare that to what bank financing is, even though the reason why you're shopping with an equipment lease company is that the banks don't want to lend right now and the banks aren't going to turn you down. So comparing rates on equipment leasing to what you could get at a bank is kind of like comparing your wife to Angelina Jolie. Unless your name is Brad Pitt, it doesn't really matter. So what companies should do, and unfortunately not enough of them do this, is instead of lying to you about the rates or changing the contract and hoping you don't notice or whatever, is just tell you, here's what the rates are, here's why they are what they are, and letting you make an informed business decision. Because what happens is you'll go and you'll talk to a lease company and you'll find out what's the rate going to be to buy whatever kind of equipment, whether it's a dump truck or your chiropractic equipment or whatever, and then you'll go shop for that equipment. Then you come back, you fill out a lease application, and then you find out that the rates weren't what they said they were going to be. And so now you have two choices. Either don't buy your equipment and not be in business, well that's no good, or choice number two is pay more than you'd really planned for. And that's not a really good way for you to run your business either. So you should be able to make an informed business decision up front. And most companies just don't want to go through the process of talking to you about what the costs really are. And we think that's no good, because the fact is the rates really don't matter that much. I mean, let's say you're buying $50,000 worth of equipment, and a company with perfect credit might pay $1,100 a month for that equipment over a 5-year term. And a company with lousy credit might pay double that. And a company with medium credit might pay $1,500 a month. And now, let's say you're going to use that equipment to generate $10,000 a month in profit minus what your actual payments are. So the question isn't what's the rate, the question is how much is left over in profit after I pay for my equipment. And based on that, does this purchase make good business sense? And if you're looking at it that way, then we can all make sense, then we can talk about things that are right for your business, and unfortunately that just doesn't happen enough. So there's more information about this below in the blog post, and also if you're on YouTube, there's a link to the blog post below that goes through all of this and talks about what equipment financing really costs. And hopefully you found this helpful.